Next thing you look at is taking that beautiful little face of your baby, throwing it on a profile or portfolio. I know we touched on it a little bit before, but when we're talking about portfolio and profiles, these are things that you will send to your agents or you will post on casting networks, things that will help you to be seen and also be submitted for these jobs. You have to make sure that you're posting quality photos, right? You don't want to have any photos just thrown up on there, and make sure that you have the best set of photos possible. And you want to make sure that if you have to hire a professional photographer, they can do it, or you can learn how to do it yourself. Make sure that you invest in this, especially if you're serious and you really want your child to do this. The headshots are one of the most important things in the business, especially we've been booked solely off of headshots before, and not even had to go to auditions. So you want to make sure these headshots are premium A1 headshots that billion-dollar companies will look at. That's how you gotta look at it.
Right, and a couple tips for those photos is just to make sure that, you know, the clothing is very neutral, not any crazy prints, no brands showing, just very simple. You don't want it to draw away from your child. If you don't have like a light setup and like backdrops and things like that, simply taking pictures outside in a shaded area with a very simple background will often do really well. And also, just the more you take, the better. You might have to take 50 to get 2, but it's just about getting like the right shot for your child.
Yeah, and another thing to touch on, you're gonna have to update these photos as well. So best thing to do is find a routine.
That's the hardest part.
Best thing to do is find a routine in that, so that you can take your photos and have a nice little setup. Like every month, boom, you know we're going to take these photos. Just update it, because your kids, your babies, they'll change constantly. You know this, and if you don't know this, it's gonna happen. It's scary. But their features will change, and they just need to be updated with their agent or just on the casting network website.
Yeah, and you don't have to update them every single month, but something we've done in our home is take monthly pictures of our children to also just build up that practice, right? So even though we're not taking headshot photos every single month, we're taking just pictures of them to capture what they look like at certain ages, and that gives them a really good opportunity to practice with commands. Hey, like, can you say cheese? Or can you show mommy a sad face? Things like that. So it's just really good practice.
What would you say is like the most exhausting part of it all in getting started?
Probably just all the admin stuff that you have to have prepared. So like the photos, having your child's measurements, making sure that you know all of their sizes, making sure that you're submitting a good photo for them to see if they're a good fit. And also just, like I said, practicing with your kiddo. Like there's gonna be days where it doesn't go so well. And if they start to understand that this is something to do, it's not something that it's based on who they are. It's more like, okay, like we just got to get this done, or you know, let's practice taking pictures. And you know, like our kids get really excited when they see like our little setup, because they know that we're gonna be shooting a video, and so you know they often want to get involved at this point in their lives because they know what it is now. And it's not a struggle, but it's just that practice and like also being really organized with the admin stuff.
Yeah.